Hello. Welcome back, Pipers. Thanks for joining me. Since you have decided to torture yourself with yet another one of my harried videos. Apologize for the background scenery here. I'm videoing from inside my garage because it's nasty, cold, raining outside, and I have to confess, I am a fair weather smoker. I don't smoke in my house at all. My wife and my son are asthmatic. And I don't smoke a lot during the week either. I maybe have, a few bowls a week. I don't have pipe smoking every single day. If I do have a chance to have more than one bowl in a day, I usually only have two, or sometimes in a rare occasion, maybe 3 bowls in a single day. Outside of that, that's pretty much it. So maybe 3 to 5 bowls a week at best. Excuse me. Fifth Avenue Diplomat Missouri Meerschaum corn cob, with my basic modifications that I usually do to it. Little wood burning on the shank here and coloring up the cob. This one has a, what is it? It's a red amber tortoise forever stem. Try and get you a good look at this. Focus. There we go. Something about like that. Real nice. I apologize for the lighting. My recording studio here is deplorable, to say the least. In fact, it's so bad that to block the light, I literally, this is how pathetic this is. Ready? Check this out now. I literally have a ripped off lid from a Cocoa Puff cereal box for my kids taped to the back of my phone to act as sort of a shelter to block the light. Otherwise, everything would look like this. There we go, that's better. Hope everyone's having a good day today, and maybe the weather is a lot better near you than it is near me here in Long Island. Good stuff. Smoking some Founders Blend 1882 Eric Stokerby 4th generation. This is really good stuff. It's what does the blend have in it? It's got Latakia, it's got sun-cured Virginias, sun-cured Orientals, it's got matured Virginias, and Kentucky, which makes it kind of a different English type blend from me. I'm used to basic English blends where it's the typical Latakia, Virginia, Orientals, and maybe a little bit of Perique added. I don't think I've ever had one like this where it has some Kentucky added to it, but I will say the Latakia and the Kentucky are a little subdued. They're not in the forefront. It's not a lat bomb by any means. I would say that the Virginia and the Orientals are a little more forward in this blend. Excuse me while I tap this out. Had to get rid of some of those ashes. And it's not a strong English blend either. It's medium, I would say. Not a real heavy English blend. Little creamy. And not one-dimensional either. you can definitely taste the individual components if you really take your time sipping on it. And sometimes on the retrohale, there's a little bit of a spiciness to it, almost as if there was Perique in the blend, but there isn't, at least according to tobaccoreviews.com. The other thing I have to say is, when I bought this tobacco, which was years ago, I was up in the Lake George region, Queensbury. They've got a brick and mortar shop up there with Cup of Joe's, and this tin already had a couple of years on it, so I bought it and I took it home with me and threw it in the cellar, chucked it in there, let it sit for a while, and let's see, I opened this last year, but the tin was from January of 2016, so 7 years when I opened it up. So, I don't know how much that might change things, as opposed to trying it from a fresh tin that's just been opened. Maybe it's a little bit different. Maybe the Kentucky and the Latakia aren't quite as mellowed out. I don't know. It's a good blend. I like it. I'll probably wind up getting another tin or two and chucking them in the cellar and letting those age for 7 years, or maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, who knows. Anyway, Confessions of a Fair Weather Smoker. Yeah. I usually enjoy sitting in my backyard or on my front porch. My house faces west, so it's nice in the mornings because the sun is behind, so it's not gleaming in your face. Sitting out there in the evenings as the sun's setting, sometimes it smacks you right in the face and it makes it a little unenjoyable. All depending on the rest of the weather conditions too, of course. I'm hoping that when I retire and I move out of here and we've got our retirement home, told the missus, I'm gonna have my own little room. I'm gonna smoke pipes in there. I'm gonna have my armchair, stare out the window, forget about everything, really enjoy the tobaccos. Sometimes I sit outside while it's raining on the porch, but it's still a little too chilly right now this time of the year. So even bundling up, and I work outside all the time, so it's not that I'm not used to the elements or anything like that, but you're always going to enjoy it more when you're as comfortable as you can be. This bowl is giving me some nonsense. Feeling and hearing a little gurgle down in there. I'll let that sit for a minute. Grab me a sip of Joe. Black coffee. Good stuff. If you're interested in how I got the coloring on the corn cob pipe here, I actually made a video some time back about how I did it. So if you feel like a little self-torture and you want to go back and check out my videos, look for the one on, I think it's called like Yet Another Corn Cob Modification or something like that. But I basically keep it real simple. I just use like food dyes, and sometimes I'll do some type of wood burning design on the shank like this right here. And I've pretty much replaced all of my corn cobs with forever stems, but all of them are this shape and style, which is style D, which I think is the same as Vermont Freehand's style A. The only difference being the style A is a little bit longer. So when you look at it with this profile, the style A may not seem to have as skinny of a waist right here, just because it's maybe a ½ inch or so longer. I don't know the actual dimensions. I'd like to see Vermont Freehand actually do a little bit better with their website. If you've never been to it, sometimes it's a little tough trying to figure out what's what. And you got to be careful when you order too, because they don't specify bend stem or straight when you order from them. You have to, in their little note box, you got to indicate, please bend the stem. Otherwise, you'll just get shipped a straight stem. But they're all great. And I've had all of these cobs for years now, since 2016, 2017 at least, with the mudded bottom. I've had no issues with them, not even close to burning through the walls or anything yet. Look at that. You know, the Mark Twain's got a nice thick wall on them. I really like the apple diplomat shape also. The Country Gentleman, popular favorite. Those are always great too. Missouri Meerschaum's really starting to step up their game with the pipes that they're putting out now also. If you haven't checked in on them in quite some time, go check out their website. They got a lot of new offerings. I think that's pretty much going to do it for me. I want to enjoy the rest of this bowl. Founders Blend, 1882. What do we say it's got in there? Latakia, sun-cured Orientals, matured Virginias, and Kentucky. Good stuff. Go check some out. Till next time, be good.